Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key...
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
I've been a big fan of Carlos Hyde since his days at Ohio State. A big, strong, physical runner, nimble feet, excellent vision downfield. And what I like about him when he's at his best, his ability to wear down a defense if he gets 20 or more carries in a game.
The play clock's running down. Here's Murray running right. Murray with a nice move. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Some players may change, some coaches may change, but head coach Pete Carroll is still there, which means that Seattle's defense is always going to be a threat to be the top-ranked defense in the NFL. They ranked number 5 in 2016, and they continue to do it with a tremendous secondary and great pass rushers up front, able to utilize their skills to create matchup problems for offenses.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves,
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And it drops down instead, second down.
and it is true, you can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. First carry for their fullback. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Russell Wilson leading them out there, 6-year quarterback who finished his college ball, of course, as a Wisconsin Badger.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL. Analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future still bright for Russell Wilson.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. Now Wilson on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
On second down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's third down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL, because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Play clock winding down. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. Green.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And no on him for a sack. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And it'll be 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
In his 3rd year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right there around the 35-yard line. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's John Ryan now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And taking it across. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They run with Murray. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
K.J. Wright just keeps getting better at outside linebacker. Long, lengthy guy, can rush the passer, can drop into coverage, has great agility, though, to stay on his feet and make tackles, too.
And still has years ahead of him. Turned 27 in July, native of Olive Branch, Mississippi. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. How about that, 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
second down. Here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
Wilson to throw on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Second down, Lynch powering forward. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll run the counter with Murray. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They're spinning away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Pretty move. Time for us to spotlight Doug Baldwin, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Wilson on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On third down, Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try now for Walsh. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks have been solid in the secondary to this point. The 49ers have struggled now for 2 straight weeks in the passing department, and so it just hasn't been a big part of their offense. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and long. It's going to be Wilson to Baldwin on the deep ball. And this 2-play drive goes for a TD. as they take the lead 7-3. 49ers now late in the second. Landry's got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he stopped on the play. Still late stages of the second. Pass coverage will break down here. And he caps off the two-play drive with the score, as that levels the score at 10-10. Staying late in the half, Wilson connects with Graham deep downfield. He ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped. Seahawks later on the drive. Wilson's got the completion here, and this play will go for 6. That takes the lead up to 7.